We've been really living in the world where everything has been designed for us. And the end of the day, you just understand that they wanted to manipulate, they want to control, they want to do something that they wanted, not what we can do or what we can achieve. So I was watching this TikTok and I came across Myles Munroe teaching the five keys principle of a true leadership. And I was thinking like, damn, I once read this book before and I really enjoyed. And then it gives value to the people because everybody's claiming to be a leader, but at the end, if you check really the true definition of a leader, you see a lot of people they are not. Even the so-called the people in power, but that's not about leadership. So I was watching this and I thought that's going to be interesting for you to watch, and let's dive into it.
90% of the leaders you call leaders are not true leaders. These are normally people who are professional manipulators. They wield power. They can force things that go their way, where they withhold from you in order to manipulate you things that you want, and you call them leaders. True leadership is you.
90% of the people that we call leaders, they are not real leaders. They are manipulators. They want power so they can force you, so they can control you, and so they can do everything they want to do through you. Those are not leaders, and that's not leadership. True leadership is, it's not about what we think it is. Leadership is not never about control. Leadership is not about, it's never about power. I mean, this is so powerful.
True leadership is usually completely opposite to each of those elements.
Leadership is not about power, it's about empowerment. Leadership is not about control, it's about let people do what they want to do. Like, do not control people. You know what I'm saying? Give people the choice, but the right choice, not the wrong choice. So don't get me wrong.
You just expose the fact that they are not a true leader. A true leader will have followers who say the opposite. That person empowered me. That person made me great.
Leadership is not about taking power over people, but in contrary, it's all about empowering people. I mean, what's the best example of a true leader who wants to empower people? I was talking about Abraham Lincoln of the America. I was talking about I was talking about people like Muhammad Gaddafi or of Libya. When he died, people actually understood that that guy was a leader. Because instead of keeping the power to himself, he did some sort of like empowering the Libyans. And the end of the day, what the Libyan thought it was about, and once he was dead, they find out that they were wrong, and that's not how it used to. That's not really how they thought it's gonna be, because leadership is not for everyone. It can be for everyone, but in some sort it's not for everyone, because most people will fail to comply with this criteria of being a leader. And so that's why, like, us in Africa, we really struggle a lot economically. I mean, because our leaders, they want power and they don't want to empower. This is a clear point. Having power and empower people, it's totally different, because once you're trying to empower people, I will give the example of the guy from Tanzania, John Magufuli. He was there to empower the people from Tanzania, and the people in power so that they don't have more opportunity, because the guy is there to serve his people, his population, and they decide to take him out. You know what I'm saying? Those the true meaning of leadership. It's not about taking power, because once you become a leader, means you dedicate your life to serve. And once you dedicate your life to serve people, that means like you are empowering people. You know what I'm saying? You make people feel great. You make people achieve what they mean to be. You know what I'm saying? But when you're becoming a leader just for power, that's where your country is suffering. That's where the people around you, they are suffering, because you try not to control things. And once you control things, you're gonna think sometimes people like you, but they don't like you, but they just don't want to show it to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's not true leaders. The true bosses, they even know the name of their janitors. They even know like the name of a cleaner in the company. The true bosses, they laugh with everybody. They talk. They're asking everybody, "How was your weekend?" You know, that's a true leadership, because you cannot just be there and you don't empower people. You are not a leader.
Number three, leadership is not about manipulation, it's about inspiration. Inspiring people is the highest form of true
And
leadership.
number three is leadership. It's never about manipulation, but it's all about inspiration. This is powerful. I remember some years back, I was scrolling down on my Instagram, and I saw a post, a feed post from this guy. He's an American. His name is Tom Bileu, something like that. And he wrote something was really meaningful. Something was really deep. And he said, if you want to be someone in your community, in your society, you need to learn. You need to disappear. Disappear, go learn something, and reappear and apply that something that you've learned. And I remember me reading the Bible, and God says,